Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've got another watch up for review. This is a Seiko 6309. I got it from Aaron to check out over there at the OFD channel. This is one from his personal collection. This is a pretty sweet watch. I have never had a vintage Seiko turtle ever in hand, and this is pretty cool to take a little peek at. So thank you to Aaron over there at the OFD channel. Let's dive into this. So this one here has been upgraded. It looks like the dial and hands, even the second hand, have been replaced. Looks like it has the original date wheel. It has the original movement. I believe the rotating bezel is original, not the insert. I think that's been replaced as well, according to him, from what I understand. In fact, you know, a watch of this age wouldn't have any lume, and this one actually does still light up. The crystal has some scratches, and it could be original or maybe even replaced. I'm really not sure, but it's just really cool to check something like this out. You know, I just love the second hand. It's got that floating meatball, so it just looks really cool. Love the look of it. Love the look of the case. It's in really good condition, you know, brushed up on top, polished on the sides. He's got it on a really nice blue, or on a shark strap, NATO strap, gray strap. The winding mechanism is really smooth on this. Okay, it doesn't whine, of course, and it doesn't hack, but it just everything feels really good about it. So he got a great deal on this. I believe he paid under $300 for it. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think it was a pretty good find. The size, I believe this is pretty close to the newer turtle, the SRP series. I believe this one's a 44 and the SRP is a 45. I mean, just, you know, you guys have seen a lot of videos on these watches, so there's not a whole lot I can tell you that you don't already know. But it's got, I believe, yeah, you can't hear the bezel click. I think it's a 60. Yeah, it's a 60 click bezel on this, and it actually lines up really well. So, and there isn't really any backplay. You can see that. So I'm not sure if that's, you know, from what I understand, the misaligned chapter rings and all that is all stuff from late, and I believe they didn't have any problems back in the, you know, late 70s and 80s with that. So Seiko, I guess, built them better back in the day, from what I understand. But this one lines up pretty good. Okay, so it's nice, very cool. You know what I'll do is I'll show you next to the SRP 777, I believe, yes, and you can tell the difference there. They're little, I'd say maybe the height, I know the height on this one is about 48. It's 45 across and 48. This one's probably 44 and maybe 45, 46. So you could tell the newer one is bigger, you know, by a long shot. It really is. But they did a great job though with the SRP. The dial looks pretty cool, you know, so they did model it, you know, a lot, you know, quite a bit after the old reference, but very nice case. I mean, if you've ever worn a cushion cased, you know, turtle, that's what we call them, but you'll find them so comfortable, very nice. No drilled lugs though on the older one, and of course drilled lugs on the original, or on the you know, newer one. But yeah, so I mean, just awesome all around. These are great watches. You can't go wrong with either one of them. So if you want to get a vintage one, I was looking on eBay, and there's a lot of them out there that I've even seen some that were untouched for, you know, $300-400, and or you can buy a newer version for, you know, $250, maybe $300. So they're pretty close to the same cost. And of course, this one on the left here is hand winding, hacking, newer movement. You know, the FR36. This one's got the 6309. So, you know, but if you like vintage watches, which I do, and I think it's cool to have both in the collection. It really is. These back in the day were only 150 water resistance, 150 meter water resistance. These, you know, they're pushed up to 200. So, and this one has a 120 click bezel. So there you have it, guys. So this is the 6309 Seiko. Let me put, you know what I'm going to do is let me do a loom shot real quick, because this one it's got a new dial, so the loom is really good on it. In fact, I will show you the SRP 777 as well, just so you guys can get kind of a peek on both here. Let me dim the lights, kill that real quick. Yeah, so there you have it. Look at that. Pretty bright. So of course the new one's on my left and the vintage is on my right. The dial was replaced on the 6309, so you can tell, you know, that's why it's still glowing. If it was original, definitely it would not be glowing. But even this redone dial here, you know, aftermarket dial, has good loom. So Aaron lucked out there. So I mean, I'd be happy with it. It's a very cool vintage watch. But you can't beat Seiko loom. It's amazing. So anyway, let me turn the lights back on. So there you have it, guys. This is the 6309 Seiko. I believe he said this was early 80s, like 81, 82, I believe. But very nice. I'm very happy to check it out. It's in very good condition. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.